Microcredentialing is a specialized web-based certification that showcases the learning you've accomplished. On the completion of a microcredential's requirements, you will receive a code that can be displayed on a resume or prominently on an employment service, for example LinkedIn. This credential links to everything you've done, what was required, how you went about doing it, and your artifacts of learning. Unlike a completely structured course, where you watch a bunch of videos, likely skip to the end, then complete a quiz, the microcredentialing process is more fluid and organic. We designed our progressive microcredential to be something that's implemented, that matters to you and your students. This process can be done by yourself or with a group of collaborators. Our certification process has 5 steps. First, you will select one of our 20 outline systems to focus on changing and implementing, then provide evidence of pedagogical knowledge. You can do this in any way that works for you, for example a portfolio, video, reflection, or book notes. You can also submit anything that you've already done as evidence. Then, you will start to see how the system affects your students. You will conduct empathy interviews with students to understand their perspective and help shape the changes that you'll make to this system. It's incredibly important that we keep students involved throughout this entire process. Next, we'll brainstorm a strategic practice. How can we transform the system in a way that will make an impact without burning ourselves out? How can we enact a change that's meaningful but not exhausting? Then comes the bulk of our credential, implementing the practice. You will implement this idea, then find a way to document its effectiveness. This could be through student feedback, reflections, observations, and more. This will be done over a period of weeks, maybe even months. We'll walk you through a way of doing this where you won't be spending the majority of your time documenting. Finally, you will reflect on how all of this came together, including students again with their thoughts. This will be assembled in a short publication. Through this process, you'll be enacting real progressive change in the classroom. It's our hope that this process is reminiscent of something that you're already doing, making changes in your classroom, then seeing how they turn out. Afterwards, we will publish your findings so that you can see what others are learning and how we can develop a grassroots, human-centered education system. Microcredentials have no time requirement and can be done at your own pace. It's meant to reward you for something that you already do, and you're free to work with others to implement any of these ideas. Other educators can join you throughout the process and earn the credential. Further, you can transfer ideas that you've done in the past to this template and still receive a microcredential. This is meant to be recognition of something that you've already done, not something that wastes your time. You will be evaluated based on the quality and amount of learning submitted, but there is no way to fail this course. It is pass or redo, meaning that the certification can be resubmitted until the process is completed. To see a full overview of the why and how of this process, read below.